Thursday, 20th of February. This is bad. I'm recording a video rather than just getting on with the work. The aubergines, Turkish orange aubergines, and the sun-striped tomatoes, I've moved those both to the polytunnel this morning, so we've got a bit of space. So there's a space there. That's my nighttime shelf, which doesn't get any light, and then there's another little shelf there as well. So what I've mainly been doing this week is potting things up into the red cups. I've still got all my snack peppers over there that I need to start working on. But once I move the onions out of the polytunnel, that will create more room for me to put them. And I've also got room for 40 there that I can do, so I can do a tray. So all my best stuff is down there on that light, and that's the odds and sods. So that'll be mainly the anything that's slow growing, or the mixed chilies, or quite a few of the poinsettia. No, I think the poinsettia chilies are mainly down there. One thing I have done, I've started labelling things. Yay! So I've been using a black marker pen, and I've been writing the varieties on the inner of the two red cups. So one extra thing I've got growing is Scotch bonnet here. So I'll probably be potting those up, or pricking them out rather, over the weekend. Because what I'd like to do is, like, when I'm I've already got into this routine over the last couple of weeks, is like I come home from work and then I go to bed for 2 or 3 hours, have something to eat, and then I just plant things up. These are my pansies and violas. I need to do something with those. I don't know what that one is. And this one here is an experiment. It was a chili or pepper which fell over, and I broke or damaged the stem. So we're testing to the limit the ability of these solanum plants to grow roots from the stem. So I've planted it in there without any roots to just see what happens. Okay, so we're going to cut now, use the pause button and go outside. I'm thinking of using thermal mass in the polytunnel to cope with any frost or cold weather, so that the water stored in there heats up during the day and then releases its heat during the night. So I can move this one there. Well, I haven't actually put much water in there, which is actually quite a good job, because it means I should be able to move it. So I put that in the polytunnel and fill it up with water. Now, one thing I've been wondering about is, like, I've got all these buckets. I've got 20 or 30 orange buckets and 20 or 30 black buckets. So if I just have an open bucket of water in the polytunnel, will that actually work much for thermal mass, or like just to a limited effect, or what? Will it be some good? So I was thinking of doing these two bins as well, because these don't get used for anything now, but one of them's got a hole in the bottom, and I don't know about the other one yet. And also the 80-litre dustbin. I got 2 more of those at the allotment, so I could move those into the polytunnel as well. I have been moving things from along the side here, but it still looks a fucking mess. I still haven't planted the potatoes. That's some good. That's some willpower being shown there. Trying to starting to wait until at least March. We're going to be getting some wind, so I need to. where I've put the weighted sandbags along here, I need to really do more here. I should have done that earlier this week, but I was concentrating on potting up and also tidying my room up. So my television spent the last week in the hallway to give me more space to tidy up. So yeah, we're going to pause again while I try and open the polytunnel. So the polytunnel's still a fucking mess, use a technical term. So I haven't done much work here. So that's the 40 Turkish orange aubergines I've moved here. These are the onions which I'm planning to plant out on the allotment, but I've decided to concentrate on other things today and to do that tomorrow instead. And this is me sun-striped tomatoes. So these are the only tomatoes I've got, so I haven't actually labelled them. And that's a volunteer tomato there, and those are the Spanish sweet onions which I've just been leaving. This is my second sowing of broad beans, which I did about 3 weeks ago, and it's been so cold, nothing's germinated in here. So I keep on thinking of moving them into the house to germinate, and I probably will do that, but I hadn't done it yet because of space, but I've sort of theoretically got space now. So sun-striped tomatoes, there was 15 sown, and then that went down to 13, and then we had a private pile situation, so we're now down to 11 in the platoon. Right, so I've got 2 storage units for putting under beds, and this actually is a bed. So they're both out of the allotment, so I could move them here and fill them full of water, so I could have water storing there. I'd have the 3 dustbins and various buckets. So there's one metal table that I can put out sort of like 5 foot by 4 foot, and I can have buckets of water underneath that as well. One question I've got about thermal mass and retaining heat is that, say, Gardner Scott, he's got things like a concrete floor, concrete tiles rather, or stone tiles. So here I've just got a weed membrane, and then underneath here will be some decomposing wood chip and soil. So if I've got water just sitting here on top, how much of the actual energy will get soaked up by the ground instead of it going out into the air where I need it for the plants? So that's my question. That's that wood ash I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to put it on the allotment for better or worse. So that's the end of the situation report. Oh yeah, I've still got to do work with insulating the polytunnel, and I did actually find my bubble wrap, and I suppose one of the reasons I had finding it was I was in my mind I was looking for something that was like 5 feet long and 1 foot in diameter. Well, this is a lot smaller, so that was like probably some mental reason why I had difficulty finding it, but I found it now. But I haven't actually started using it because I haven't really been doing any work in the polytunnel this week. So this is, well, as we've already said, it's a mess. Okay, see you, tomorrow. See you tomorrow for the planting out of the onions.